Hey, Martin here. I just wanted to reach out before the end of the financial year to talk about some changes that are happening from the 1st of July 2021. So coming up very soon, depending when you're watching this, might have already happened, but there's some changes that are happening into the next financial year that we're talking about with all our clients. I want to make sure that you're across that stuff as well. And they're 3 changes that are happening around super and retirement. 2 of those to do with contributions. So one's called a concessional contribution, and that is when you put some money into your super fund and you claim that back on tax one way or the other. For the last 5 or 10 years, the limit on that contribution has been at $25,000. That's going to go up, finally, a good thing. An opportunity to get some more money into super and save tax. That's going to go from $25,000 to $27,500 from the 1st of July 2021. So we're sitting down and reviewing some plans and making sure that we're maximizing those where we can. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out. So that's a super concessional contribution. The next is a super non-concessional contribution. I know it's complicated. That's our job to figure it all out. And that's where you voluntarily put some extra money into super. If you're interested in this stuff, we've got plenty of other videos talking about all of this. But the changes there is, again, that limit's also going up. For the last so many years, that limit's been $100,000 per person per annum. That's going up to $110,000. Now, it might not sound like a big change, but it is an extra 10 grand. If you're using what's called a bring forward rule, where you do 3 years in once, it now means that an individual can put $330,000 into super to move it into that tax preferred environment. So big opportunity. We've been putting some plans in place to making sure we're maximizing those for the clients where that's relevant. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out, but wanted to let you know that those changes are happening, which are creating some opportunities. It's also partly why it's important to always review and check your plans. We created some plans for clients over a few months ago for the next 5 years about how much they can put into super and when they can put that in. The changes came out. We could go back and adapt and improve those strategies, which just puts more money back in our clients' pockets. The last change, which was just recently announced, is around pensions. So if you're already retired or you're taking a transition to retirement pension, you need to draw a minimum each year, depending upon your age, starting from 4%, going up to 5%, and more as you get older. That is going to be extended, a reduction of 50%. So you don't need to take as much out of super. So if you were previously taking $5,000 out a month, and that was your minimum, the minimum will be halved to $2,500 a month. Now, if you still need that money, not a problem. You can still keep taking the same level. But what it does, it allows people to keep more into super if they don't need that money, which is a great opportunity. That's a much preferred tax environment. And so we're relevant. We'll talk to each and individual one of our clients to make sure that we're making that strategy appropriate for them. So those changes are happening very soon. Make sure we're across that stuff for everyone we work with. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out if you're wondering how that might apply to you. So that's the 2 increases in the contributions and the minimum pension changing. That might change in a few years' time again, and feel free to reach out. We'll be across that stuff.